everyone, how you guys doing? Deck here right now. We're back with the interesting video. Daisy Riley's, apologies if I can't pronounce your last name. New Star Wars movie goes in a different direction. Okay, so there's gonna be Star Wars Rey movie, as we already know. Some people said that it was canceled, but no, it's not canceled. But the main issue that people are addressing right now is that it's going to be taking place as a new director. It's the new director, I suppose, is going to be a woman, and people have odd feelings about that. Why Star Wars is taking it to a different direction? Why is a woman actually going to direct like a Star Wars movie? Well, I want to dive into this and give you my perspective about it. So if we scroll down right here, the Oscar-winning director Sharmin Abdi Chino is directing the new movie. And this marks for the first time a woman has ever directed a Star Wars movie. We're in 2024 now, and I think it's about time we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away, she said. Those are her own words. Okay, so do I agree on this? I really don't care. Seriously, I'm not debatable or anything like that. There's some things I would debate about, and I'll get into it in a moment's notice. Just hear me out for a moment there. If a woman's going to be directing a Star Wars movie, then fine, sure, have her direct a Star Wars movie, but make sure that she actually knows, basically, the franchise, the trilogy, the storyline, sticks to the storyline also as well, and does not stray off course. What I mean stray off course, does not talk about a whole different situation like Halo. Like, the people who made the TV show Halo, they didn't even play the game at all. They just went in blind and created their own thing. Basically, that's what they did. As long as she doesn't do anything like that, she understands like Star Wars, seen all the movies, knows all about the video games, the prequels, the sequels, even the TV shows. Okay, so I'll give you credit if you know about Star Wars universe, okay? But I have seen some of her work, not watch her work, obviously, of course, but these are some of the movies that she has directed. I never even heard of these movies before at all. And if you go to IMDb and click on this and look at all the movies she has directed, there are low stars. The max she has is 7 stars. That was ladies first. So most of these movies she's directed are main woman protagonists, and that is like, that's about all she has ever even created. Like, okay, here's another one. It went to 8 stars, but still, I guess being a director doesn't mean that you have all the full power in the world. I mean, let's take a look at James Gunn. James Gunn took over the DC universe in his own mind, his perspective. What is he doing to the DC universe? He's not really doing anything for the DCU, and everyone is basically losing hope on the DCU. We're just waiting for Zack Snyder to step right in and sell his Snyderverse to Netflix. That's what we're waiting. We gave up on James Gunn, well, most of us did. So this is kind of the same scenario that's happening between like when it shifts off to different people taking place, because this is huge footsteps. This is like a huge mantle she's putting her footsteps into. Zack Snyder tried to do the same thing with this Rebel Moon. This succeeded. It had a lot of negative backlash to it. But this is not the only director of a Star Wars, I guess, film, basically. If you go to Deborah Choi, well, apparently Deborah Choi, she's the one who directed Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 1. Debatable, people said that it was awful, terrible, but I kind of enjoy it. There's a few things that I'll pick at it, but I don't think I need to do a review video of it because it's like a year old, the season. They're making a Season 2. So what I think about her work, I thought her work was very decent. Now, if they were going to make a Star Wars movie, maybe they should have, basically, I'm guessing Deborah Chow. Apologies if I can't pronounce your last name. Won't you have her direct it? Because she's familiar with the Star Wars franchise. I mean, she directed a whole season of a huge show, a big name in Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not only did she direct Obi-Wan Kenobi a full season, it was 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian popped off a huge, big show, especially with Pedro Pascal as a Mandalorian, and everyone loves it. So I'm thinking, why not give her a shot, Deborah Chow? I think that you should find someone that is fond of Star Wars, knows about Star Wars, and has created things about Star Wars, and is really, really familiar with the universe of Star Wars universe. That's all I'm trying to say right there. But having Charmin basically come in, swoop in, has no experience with it at all of the Star Wars universe. She has experience with directing female protagonists in all her movies, basically. I'm just saying, won't you go with someone that has a little bit more of skills on her resume that include in basically the knowledge of the Star Wars universe? I know I digress, but then again, they're not going to have Deborah Chow like actually direct this movie. If you still want a female to be a director of a Star Wars movie, I highly suggest you choose. Can't believe I'm saying this, but Julie Peck. Yes, I'm talking about Julie Peck. Not to mention about Julie Peck, I seriously think that Julie Peck should actually direct a Star Wars film. Oh yeah, by the way, uh, excuse me, but Julie Peck, she created one of the most biggest CW's TV shows ever, which was called The Vampire Diaries, and the main protagonist was a female protagonist, Elena Gilbert. Nina was the actress's name, and also Deborah Chow, the one who directed a whole season of Obi-Wan Kenobi and 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. She directed episodes of The Vampire Diaries as well. So both of them had something in common. Yeah, I'll admit that. But Julie Peck, she sure knows how to create a really good story and knows how to direct things perfectly and magnificent. Basically, what she did is she rented nearly almost half of a state to do this film. They didn't necessarily go to, Vancouver, yeah. They didn't go to Vancouver. Most TV shows, they always head over to Vancouver and do their little TV shows there or their movies. No, that's not what Julie Peck actually did. She actually basically rented a whole town. Yes, a whole town to do this TV series. Did she do it cinematically a little bit? Yes, she did travel a little bit too, as well, also to different states to film this TV show. But it was the biggest TV series that was going on throughout 2012 as well, all the way up to, I believe, The Vampire Diaries stopped at 2018. 2019, somewhere along the lines. It's not on Netflix anymore. It's on Peacock and also HBO Max. You can check it out. She's working on another project right now as we speak. It's not necessarily the same with Vampire Diaries, but did she do some projects on originals? I'm not entirely sure she did, but still, I think Julie Peck or Deborah should actually direct a new Star Wars movie, because they actually really do need someone that can fill in people's shoes, such as David Filoni or even George Lucas. If you could fill in those shoes for any other guy that's like part of the Star Wars universe, so go ahead, be my guest, direct it, and I'll be rooting for you. Other than that, with Charmin, I'll give her shots. Most likely, I hope she does her best. I hope she does well. Do I have any ill will against her? No, I don't. I just hope that she knows the Star Wars universe very well and will stick along with the story mode along to it and not shut her off and well, let's just say that kind of try to make a little better spin-off and call it a Star Wars movie. Hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully she'll actually come up with something very, very good. Other than that, what can I say about this? Yeah, I guess I'll watch it tomorrow. There will be a discussion about it. Me and some other Star Wars fans, some big content creators on Twitter. It's going to be in a Twitter stream, I believe. We're going to be most likely talk about this, and I'll be giving you guys an update about it too, as well. And hopefully, maybe Jacob will start a podcast. If he starts a podcast, well, I'll link it to this channel. Who knows? Maybe there will be a podcast you guys could also check out and hear me blabber more about Star Wars. But still, Deborah or Julie, I believe that they should be part of the Star Wars universe. If they want to add some female directors into it, hey, won't you bring them along? Other than that, that's my take on it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, of course, I'll see you all in the next one.